Hello students, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel Physics E-Mind. This is your most lovable educational channel. Now today in this session we will be discussing some super tricks for capacitor combination problems which are very essential with respect to your upcoming NEET and JEE examination. So stay tuned till the end of this video. At the end of the video, you will be given one assignment, home assignment, which we will discuss in the next online session. Okay, students. Now, before approaching towards today's session, I need to say that you need to pay very high concentration in this session, because in this session we are going to reveal some hot tricks that will be very much beneficial for you in regards to your upcoming NEET and JEE examination. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, first problem is find equivalent capacitance between points P and Q. Here you have been given one circuit and you need to find out the equivalent capacitance in between the points P and Q. Have a look at this circuit. Okay, here we will be discussing this problem with the help of the trick which is known as finding out the same potential across the capacitor and thereby with the help of it combination of them. Please write down this, and it is this with the help of this trick you can do many essential problems which are going to be coming in your upcoming examination. Okay, so let us begin the discussion. Okay, now as I have said that here we need to first find out the common potential across all the capacitors. In for doing that we have just named them. Okay, here we have named the potential points first. Okay, now this point has been named as V1, this is V2, and this point is V3. All these are potential points. Okay, potential points. Now since this point and this point are shorted, that is why here we also have the potential V3. Now we have tabulated all the capacitors with regards to their potential across them. Okay, now let us have a look at this table. Here we have segregated all the capacitors like following the potential difference across them and number of capacitors which follow this potential difference across them and the equivalent capacitance across that same potential difference. Okay, now within the potential difference V1 and V2 we are having only one capacitor, that is this capacitor, okay, and let us assume this capacitance is C. Okay, students, what I needed to mention over here, that all the capacitors given over here has the same capacitance. Okay, has the same capacitance. Number one, they all have the same cross sectional area A, and the distance between the plates are also same. That is why all the capacitors we can say that identical. Okay, now here within the potential difference V2 and V3 we are having two identical capacitors. One is this capacitor and another one is this capacitor. Okay, students, so within the potential difference V2 and V3, we are having two capacitors in parallel. Okay, so the equivalent capacitors in between V2 and V3, we can find out that it is 2C, right? Because they are in parallel combination, so we are having C plus C. So equivalent capacitance is 2C. Now, in between the potential difference V1 and V3, we are having only one capacitor, okay? And that capacitor is this capacitor. And so the equivalent capacitance across this potential difference V1 and V3 is C. Okay. So according to the given approach, what we have done over here is to combine all the capacitors, those have the same potentials across them. Okay, and thereby we will be combining them in the simplest fashion as possible. Okay, so let us map them in the final simplest figure. So in between V1 and V2 potential difference, we are having the equivalent capacitor is C, right? Here it is. So in between V1 and V2, we have noted that we have connected one capacitor which is equivalent to C. And in between V2 and V3, we have connected a capacitor which is of capacitance 2C. Okay, and another one, that is we have in between the potential difference V1 and V3, we have only one capacitor, right? And that is why equivalent capacitor in this potential range will be, that is C, right? And we have connected this capacitor across this V1 and V3. Okay, now we need to calculate the capacitance, equivalent capacitance in between P and Q. Now have a look at this simplest figure. From this you can easily find out the actual capacitance, right? No need to discuss, but for the sake of simplicity, I am discussing that. Okay, now this C and this 2C are in series combination. So we are having the equivalent capacitor across this V1 and V3 in this path will be 2C by 3, that is C into 2C by C plus 2C. And with this 2C by 3 capacitance, with this 2 by 3 C capacitance, we are having another capacitor having capacitance C in parallel in between the points P and Q. So the equivalent capacitance between P and Q is 2C by 3 plus C, which is resulting in 5C by 3. Hope you have understood well. Okay, so we are moving forward to the second problem, in which we are using another trick. Okay, note down this trick. In this type of problem, that is the second problem, that is this problem, we are using the trick that using the symmetry removal the connection. Note it down. Okay, so as the name suggests, we need to first find out the symmetry in this circuit. Okay, then 50% work is done and rest 50% we will do now. Okay, have a look at this figure. All the capacitors are identical like previous, and capacitance is C, and the distance between the plates is D, and area of the cross section is A. And that is why we can say that since D and A are same, that is why we can say that all the C's are same. Since C is epsilon naught A by D, we know that parallel plate capacitance is epsilon naught A by D. We know that, right? So let us move forward to the solution. Okay, so in this figure, first of all, we have named all the points, that is R, P, Z, Q, O and S. Okay, first we need to find out the symmetry. Here we have found one symmetry, and this line is the symmetrical line with the help of which we have found two identical left part and the right part of this circuit. Okay. Now, since the left hand side and right hand sides are identical with respect to this symmetrical line, so first of all we need to segregate this capacitor in two series capacitors. Okay, so since the capacitance is C, so we can segregate it like two capacitors each having capacitance C, 2C, right, such that 2C, and these 2C capacitors will be in series resulting in C, right, and that we have done over here. Okay, this is C and we have segregated this capacitor across R and S into two 2C capacitors in series. And likewise we have also segregate this capacitor into two capacitors in series each having capacitance 2C. Okay students, now pay close attention to this point, that since the left hand part and the right hand part are symmetrical, that is why you can consider that across the point P and Q we have this left part and right part of the circuits are connected in series. Note down this point. We have left hand part and the right hand part are connected in series with respect to this symmetrical line, and we have these two parts connected in series with respect to the points P and Q. Okay, in between P and Q, these two parts, left part and right part, are connected in series combination. Okay students, now since I have said that these two parts are in series combination, that is why we can easily connect these. First of all, we need to tear down this connection. We need to tear down this connection and make connection from this plate 2.0 and also this plate 2.0, and accordingly we have also connected this plate 2.0 and this plate 2.0 such that the left hand part is exactly same to the right hand part, and these two parts are connected in series. Note it down. It is very, very crucial. Okay students, and so we are having these 2C and C are in parallel combination, right, and also these 2C and C capacitors are also in parallel combination. So easily we can have the equivalent capacitor between R and O will be 3C, right, 2C and C, and here in between P and O also, since these are in parallel, we are having the equivalent capacitance is 3C, and also in this part also we are having identically these 2C and C combining together to result in 3C, and these 2C and C are combining together to form 3C. Okay, and since this part is toned down and this circuit has been connected by connection of O point to this plate, this plate, this plate and this plate, as I have said, so Y, Z and O points are now the same and identical point, same point. Okay, now as I have discussed in this part, here we are having this simpler version. Okay, now in between point R and O we are having one capacitor 3C, which is in parallel, which is in series with another capacitor having capacitance C in between R and P. Right, so we are having the equivalent capacitor in between P and O following the path P, R and O. What will be having? C into 3C by C plus 3C. right? Since these are in series combination, which one? C and 3C. Okay, so C into 3C by C plus 3C results in 3C by 4, and that is 3C by 4. Okay, okay, and identically we are also having combining these 3C and C. This is 3C by 4 in between O and Q, right? Now moving forward, we can see that we are having two capacitors across P and O, which are in parallel combination, right? That is 3C by 4 and 3C. So adding them together, we are having 3C by 4 plus 3C, which is 15 by 8. Sorry, 15C by 4. That is 15C by 4. And identically also these 3C and 3C by 4 are connected in parallel combination, resulting in 15C by 4, right? And again we are having these 15C by 4 and 15C by 4 are connected in series, results in 15C by 8. Since we know that if two identical capacitors each having capacitance C, if connected in series combination, then the equivalent capacitance will be the half of C, that is C by 2. Here the capacitance is 15C by 4, so the equivalent capacitance will be 15C by 8. Right? We can also do that 15C by 4 into 15C by 4 divided by 15C by 4 plus 15C by 4. Okay, and we will be resulting in 15C by 8. Hope you have understood. And so let us move forward to the next part. So in this problem, here we have mapped the crucial, which are very much important figure over here. We have mapped this figure into simplest circuit, In the examination, you will be often given this type of circuits, right? And you have also seen this type of circuits in different books. But how can we solve them using some trick? Here we need to discuss them. Okay, first we have numbered them, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again all the capacitors are identical, right? All the capacitors are identical, each having capacitance C, and the distance between the plates is D, and the cross sectional area is A. Okay, now we need to find out the equivalent capacitor in between, capacitance in between P and Q. So what we have done is we have first numbered it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and in between, and we need to, in accordance to have the simplest possible circuit, we need to trace from point P and map it down to the simplest possible circuit. Okay, so first we start working from point P. Okay, now first we are having this plate is connected to potential P, so let us connect it, this plate. Okay, then we are having this plate 2, which is connected to potential Q, this point Q. So this is 2, which is connected to Q. Then we are having plate 3, which is connected to again Q, and plate 4, which is connected to P. So we are having another capacitor which is connected across P and Q. So we have connected this capacitor following the terminals, following the plates 4 and 3 across P and Q. So what we are having? We are having two capacitors having plates 1, 2 and 4, 3, which both are connected across P and Q points. Since these are in parallel combination, so we are having the exact equivalent capacitance will be 2C, which is 2 epsilon naught A by D. Okay. So let us move forward to the fourth problem. Okay, students, fourth problem, which is a little bit trickier. Here again all the capacitors are identical. has been given like that, and we need to find out the capacitance across P and Q. Again, like previous, we have numbered the plates 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we need to map it into the simplest possible circuit. Then what we will do? We need to work from one point of the circuit. Okay, now we will be starting to work from point P. We'll be starting to trace the circuit from point P. Okay, so first of all, we are having this plate 1 connected with point P. Okay, then we have come across plate 2, which is connected to point Q. All right, and then we are having this capacitor. Okay, and this capacitor, plate 2 is connected with point Q and plate 3 is connected with point P. So we are having another capacitor which is connected across P and Q. Okay, in the next case, again we are having this 3 plate is connected to P and this plate 4 is connected to Q. Right, so this third capacitor also connected across the point P and Q. So we are having 3 capacitors which are in parallel combination. Okay, parallel combination. So in parallel combination, since they are connected, that is why we can say that equivalent capacitance across the point P and Q is C plus C plus C, that is 3C, which is 3 epsilon naught A by D. So I hope you have so far understood well, so that we can move forward to the next type of problem. Okay, this is, you may come across this type of problem in different previous year questions. Okay, now sometimes you are so much confused to figure out how to solve this type of equivalent capacitance problem. Okay, so let us do the solution. Okay, and students, if you have any query regarding this session, you please comment it down in the comment section, and if you like this video, please like and share this video. Okay students, and so that it may be beneficial for many students who are aspirants for upcoming joint entrance examination and NEET examination. Okay students, this is a request. Okay, so this is, in this figure we need to find out again the equivalent capacitance CEQ, and this is in between CEQ we need to find out the equivalent capacitance in between P and Q. All the capacitors like previous are identical. So we have numbered it. First of all, we have numbered it. Okay, and here this line has been blurred in figure, but there is a plate. Okay, there is a plate, we need to assume that so far. Okay, there is a plate and which has been numbered as 1. Okay, and here this is another plate which has again been blurred, which we have numbered it 0.4, plate 4. Okay, the other plates, as we have seen in this figure, this plate we have numbered it plate 2, which is connected directly to point P, and this plate is plate number 3. First of all, we need to number them. Then such that we can simplify it using some simpler circuit. Okay, such that we can simplify them using some simpler circuit. We need to map them first, and that's the trick all about. Okay, now let us take another point. Let us assume another point at this terminal. Okay, so let us assume this point is R. Okay, so across, so we are having 3 points. How to draw this type of circuit? We need to first plot 3 points P, R and Q. then we need to consider the capacitors which are connected across these potential differences. Okay, students. Now, across point P and R, we are having two capacitors. Let us see how we will have it. Okay. Now, across this P and Q, we are having one capacitor having plates 2 and 1, as we are seeing, right? Because this is connected, this is shorted, right? This plate is shorted with point R. So any potential we can apply over here, which will be appearing at that plate, right? So here this plate we have numbered 1, which will be coming parallel to 2 and form a capacitor, parallel capacitor. So we are having first capacitor, we will be having first capacitor across P and R having plates 2 and 1. Next, we are having the second capacitor which are connected across P and R is this capacitor, okay, having plate 2 and 3. Have a look at this figure. 2 is connected to P and 3 is connected to R. Alright, so we are having two capacitors which are in parallel combination across P and R, and then we are having another capacitor that is connected across R and Q. How we can have that? Here we are having two capacitors across P and R. One is 2 and 1 and another one is 2 and 3, right? That much you have understood. Now the last capacitor which has been connected across R and Q has plates 3 and 4, okay, because 4 here, this is a plate, okay, it is blurred over here in the figure, but there is a plate, okay, this plate I am talking about, this plate, okay. So this plate and this plate, which I have numbered 4 and 3, are connected across R and Q, and we have joined it accordingly, connected it accordingly. Now have a look at this figure. From this we can easily have these two capacitors being in parallel combination. We can have that there must be one connection in between P and R, R and Q, these plates and these plates. Somehow this has been blurred over here, but some typing mistake over here. But here there is a connection in between P and this plate to this plate, and again this plate to this plate. So how we are having 2C? Now these C and these C capacitors are in parallel combination, resulting in the equivalent capacitance 2C, and these 2C capacitance is connected with this capacitance C in series combination. Okay, so the equivalent capacitance across, now we are seeing this, right? Now we are seeing this, right? Previously it was blurred when we have zoomed it out, okay, and now we are seeing these plate 1, plate 4, all are connected, right? And hope you have understood. And so here also we are having these C and C plates are in parallel combination, resulting in 2C, which is connected to this plate C and in series combination, resulting in C equivalent capacitance across P and Q is CQ equals to 2C into C by 2C plus C, which is none other than 2C by 3. So what we are having over here is that we need to simplify this type of circuit. We need to map it down into the simpler circuits. Okay, students, simpler circuits. So here, since it is a joint type of discussion, so here we are using some trick to do this type of problem such that it can be solved very easily, okay, and in a quicker fashion. Now this is your assignment, okay student, this is your assignment. All the capacitors are identical. Here these two plates are connected with P and Q points. Now we need to find out the equivalent capacitance across P and Q. You please do it at your home. We will be discussing this homework assignment with you in the upcoming capacitance type of problem in the next session. Till then, bye. Stay home, stay safe, keep studying for your upcoming examination. Bye.